All right, guys, so we're gonna go over the clamshell exercise. Now, I know this exercise gets it's a bad rep because it's one of those traditional physical therapy exercises. It's not very functional. We're laying on the ground, we're moving our hip. But what I've found is that it's been really important for my clients to understand, to build awareness of what their hip is doing in relation to their core. So this exercise is another one that practices good trunk stability and then learning to move the hip off of that. Okay. It also gets some awareness and some activation to those external rotators. So it's a really good one, especially starting off with, especially if we're in pain, to start to learn how to move the hip. Now, eventually we'll turn this into much more functional exercise, but for now, this is your starting point. Okay. So from your side here, hips are about 45 degrees from 90 or from 0, right? Now I'm gonna find my neutral braced core, right? If I'm in my open scissor position, rib cage flared, pelvis tilted forward, I'm not gonna be able to access the glutes very well. I know my core, front side core is not functioning all that greatly to stabilize things. So I'm gonna instead tilt back to more neutral, draw my rib cage toward the hips, and then I'm gonna take my hand and press it into the ground and fire my core to stabilize. Okay, I'm gonna lean forward just a little bit. I'm gonna lock everything in, and then I'm gonna externally rotate strictly at my hip. Okay, key here is strict hip motion. I see all too often that we're tilting and rotating here through the spine. Okay, if we can't get this down, we're gonna have problems when we turn things more functional, when we get up to standing positions. If you don't know what your hip is versus your core, you're gonna have some issues there, okay? So I want you to really focus on that aspect of tight through the core and then externally rotating here through the hip and feeling all these muscles here on the backside. If you're feeling front side, kind of front hip, TFL, quad, hip flexor, those types of things, we are probably conditioned to want to use those because we can't get in touch here. Okay, that all starts with the core. And then I'm also, if you keep feeling that, I want you to lean forward even more so that it turns into more of this external, we're fighting gravity a little bit more, moving backward into extension, external rotation. Okay, versus if I start here, okay, I'm gonna feel maybe a little bit more on the front side versus the back side, okay? So give that one a go. Understand it's your starting point. It can also be an awesome neural activation warm-up for you in the future, okay? Perfect the simple things. Then we'll make them functional. Try it out.